Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're on the podcast platforms. And if you are on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. And let's get into this conversation / politics and BS. Now, you've heard that former President Donald Trump, he has announced that he is running for president again. And I don't think most people are surprised. I wasn't surprised when I heard about it. I haven't really even heard much people talking about the fact that it happened. And so I think even Fox News wasn't really that enthusiastic about it. It's just, I don't even think Donald Trump is that enthusiastic about it. But another person who is not enthusiastic about it is Ivanka. Ivanka Trump says that she doesn't really want to have anything to do with politics anymore, and she's unhappy that she feels like her friends turned their backs on her and her husband during the administration that she was in. It's being reported that she has distanced herself from her father's administration since he left office. I wonder why that is. Okay. Says she hated all the criticism and the threats that came with politics. Well, that has heightened since your dad has been in office. That is for sure. And says that she is unhappy about having lost friends and just wants a normal life. So she says that she's unhappy about how her friends turned their backs on her during her father's administration, according to the New York Post, and the fact that she feels it's bad for her family and negative in general in her circle of friends for her to be involved in the administration. And she says she wants a normal life as much as possible that she can arrange for her and her family. And she claims that she is, not even is, but she was unpaid as a senior advisor to him during his administration, as well as her husband, Jared Kushner. And so, the story is, despite their limited political experience, they held a significant amount of influence over Trump's policy initiatives. And it's true. These people had security clearances, like top secret security clearances. And they didn't even have any experience in government. And it just wasn't fair. It was just because they were his family that they were able to get those things. And cry me a river, the fact that you're claiming that you were unpaid senior advisors. No, you got so much. They got the Secret Service detail. They still have it. They got so much influence. They got definite deals and things like that, that all of the favor comes along with being the daughter of the leader of the free world. So it wasn't just like you were just volunteering your time and you suffered the consequences because of sacrificing for the greater good. Like, no, everyone in that family got involved the way they got involved, those who were involved, for profit and benefit. It wasn't for the sake of the country, because they didn't even have any experience. That's why it's just like, it baffles me to think that she would think people would have sympathy and be, pulling out the violins. Like, it's just ridiculous. So she's saying these things that she doesn't want to be involved moving forward. And I don't think it's just because she's tired of politics. I do believe that a lot of it has to do with all of the lawsuits and possible convictions and all of these other things that are swirling her father right now, as well as the fact that she lost her mom. Like, her mom is dead. And I don't know what that feels like. I don't know which parent she was closer to. She may have been as close to both of them at the same time, but she lost her mom. So I have sympathy for her in that way, the fact that she lost her mom, and that may have been like also another awakening for her to say, you know what, this is just too much for me. I don't want to be involved with this anymore. So I can say that I understand why she wouldn't want to be involved in politics any longer, But to say that you feel like your friends turn their backs on you, like, girl, y'all had so much scandal surrounding you, and it just was not a good look for, I would say, your so-called close friends to be connected to that. As well as they probably saw a different side of you that they didn't really know in that way before, and so they really didn't want to be connected to that. Because that's the thing. I do believe that there were people that thought that they liked Donald Trump prior to him running for office, and then all of these other things just started spilling out and coming out, and it's like, wow, so this is who you were all along? So, yeah, I don't think it's just because of her being in office and these so-called friends turned their backs on her during her father's administration. It's not just because of that. It's because of all of the things that were going on, as well as, my God, like, can we just say 2020 COVID, the way that was handled? Like, these people probably were affected and touched by that in a lot of negative ways, and they just have their thoughts about that as well. So, yeah, it's crazy. Someone commented on this story and they said, I questioned this unpaid advisor story. They got paid handsomely in other ways. They had access to funds and developed important pipelines for their businesses during this high-profile assignment. Kushner certainly took a money pit of a real estate business to a viable place. She lost friends because her father was attacking everyone who wasn't on his giver and worshiper list. The Clintons were very close friends until the campaign. The rest is history. Ivanka stood with her father. Now his ship is sinking. Everyone is abandoning him. So I think that comment right there like sums it up. And I just saw that comment as I was talking about this and just wanted to share that comment. But overall, Ivanka, she may be a nice person overall, but she made her bed and now she has to lie in it. And the people that you thought were your friends may not have really even been your friends, or maybe vice versa. They thought you were their friends, and it turns out that you weren't really their friends. How about that? So, guys, you let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.